Hey Leo, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any other channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Leo. Happy holidays. I hope that you are enjoying your holiday season. We are experiencing some tension within the astrology, however, so hopefully you've been able to find excitement, balance, fun, even though there is some tension present. We just had a new moon in Capricorn, and it was called a black moon because there was no harmonious aspects to it, meaning that we're feeling the tension on the surface, on the forefront, even if we know what needs to be done, how to handle certain people, situations, or how to realign our goals. It's challenging. There is the sun square, or not the sun, but Jupiter square to Saturn right now, and it's just making opportunities very limited. We're desiring to kind of get out of the present, what's in front of us, those tensions and challenges that I was talking about, and finding new hope, right? New life, so to speak. But it's just not happening. It's a slow go. Mars is also in retrograde, which slows things down 100%. That's why I like to start these readings off with energy cleansings. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out all that kind of low vibey energy that we don't need, the things that are blocking us or keeping us limited and restricted. It's a good time to set your own intention as well, which is an awesome way to personalize these collective readings. Definitely give over questions you would like answered to spirit or guidance, direction. I also do personal readings as well. If you want me to look into your specific situation, I offer a variety of readings. I do energy healing and Ayurvedic consultations. So if you want that realignment with mind, body, soul, definitely hit me up. When we are aligned with ourselves, then we can see through the messiness clearer and we can make better decisions for ourselves. It's a really hard thing to do right now. So be patient, give yourself as much love and care as you need. And that really, when we settle down or we kind of give ourselves space, that also is when clarity comes. So that's going to be your best bet right now, just on a topical level. We'll see what comes out in the reading. And with that, Leo, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being, so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, so a little tension to close out the year, unfortunately. Not the most happiest of occasions, but like I said, it doesn't mean that there's not harmony in the astrology. There is, but it's on more of this soul level, i.e., where we can't rely on our surface instincts, surface responses to get us where we're trying to go. Because there's also this quote unquote snake charmer energy that we have to be really mindful of. And this is where we're seeing Black Moon Lilith in opposition to Chiron, to that healing potential. And when we let people or situations kind of manipulate us, control us, we need to make sure to keep a watchful eye, is what I'm hearing for you this week, Leo. because there is something that you are really hopeful about, or I'm hearing like it's reset your hope. I feel like you were coming from a space where you didn't have a lot of confidence around how something would work out, or, you know, you were a little hesitant is what I'm hearing. And there's something on the horizon that you really do want to go your way. This trauma card, I swear, has been popping up literally for every sign this week. So trauma is surfacing, and this is part of those tense aspects that I was talking about in the very beginning. It's really important to protect yourself right now. And for some reason, it's showing that you're not doing that. Either you're saying too many things to people, to too many people who don't necessarily deserve to hear some of what you have to say. I'm hearing like, yeah, you don't need to tell everyone everything, right? Protect your heart. Even if you feel safe, or you're really, like, I'm hearing it more as like really wanting to get it off your chest. And maybe you like someone, maybe, you know, you've confided in them before, but you're still feeling hesitant. That's one of those situations where Spirit's saying to wait. Really, the only people that you want to be confiding in right now are people that you like really, really trust. It's important because, again, like I said, there's that snake charmer energy. Trauma's being provoked all across the board. We're seeing a lot of tension with the sun, the moon in aspect to Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and it's making just everything difficult, right? There's not a lot of movement. We have those couple of planets in retrograde, which also slows things down. So hopefully you catch my drift that it's, even though it looks like you have ambitions for something to work out, there is this component of surrender that you need to ascribe to as you're moving through this. You look motivated is what I'll say. I see motivation. I see that you are preparing yourself for something, maybe directly in relation to this ambition, to what you're feeling hopeful about. You're in this place right now, though, that you kind of have to surrender the outcome, or surrender how things are going to go. Whenever we're working with people or situations, everybody has free will, right? So we can have the best idea, plan of action, but if someone else steps outside of that, then it's gonna force us to go back to the drawing board. And I hear that letting go right now is actually giving you some clarity. It's actually bringing in some, instead of getting your panties in a bunch, sorry, but true, like instead of sitting, fixating, obsessing over something that's not working out, it's really important to just breathe, find some peace, and let it go, because there is more unfolding. And I feel like some of this is directly connected to your trauma, something that you're not expecting. And again, walk cautiously. You're starting fresh on something, and again, there is this emphasis to not be silly, to not be foolish, to really think through each step that you're making. It's gonna take a lot of strength, because we have been seeing a lot of reactionary energy in the astrology. Fire is heightened right now. Thankfully, we have more air element, which is our mental. So thinking through problems before you take action. I'm seeing that you are dealing with someone or something who's trying to offer you a fresh start. I don't feel like you want this, because you're completely going in the opposite direction. And you are a little bit on the defensive. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. No judgment. This is, again, I'm hearing this level of protect your feelings, especially in regards to who and what you're dealing with. They look like they're giving you something. Like I said, they're offering a fresh start. They're offering something new. They want you to be in cahoots with them. It's like welcoming you into their tribe. If this is not family, it does have very strong family vibes, or just like committing to a certain type of order. So whether that's community or religion or, you know, whatever that is for you, it definitely has this, they want you to commit. They want you to commit. They want you to follow suit. They want you to fall into line. Someone is supposedly coming with open arms, having a conversation. Yeah. I feel like someone's bringing you some honesty, and I don't feel like you're having it, honestly. That's kind of how this comes through. Someone's bringing you a level of honesty, yeah, but with this 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, like, well, I heard 8 of Cups, like you want to be done with this toxicity, yeah. Someone's trying to give you options, and I don't know. I feel like you're not feeling it is what I'm hearing. Like you, as much as maybe they're coming to you with open arms, maybe they have their heart on their sleeve, so to speak. This is someone who desires a certain outcome, an outcome that is in their favor. So they're coming to you with a specific outcome in mind, right? And I feel like this has to happen. I feel like this is part of the healing for your trauma. This is part of what is going to keep pushing you forward, moving you forward. Like I said, you don't really look interested in what they're offering, but you are listening. You're listening. You're thinking about it, taking time to evaluate. I don't know if you want to deal with this person because of this 9 of Wands energy where you're feeling defensive. You're feeling a little bit like, whoa, you know, like maybe pissed off. There's lingering stuff from the past that is still, you're uncertain about, right? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right. And so again, you really are protecting yourself. And I think there is a call to this. I'm going to clarify the protection of feelings. Okay, Knight of Cups. Yeah, because again, Knight of Cups is someone who has the best intention, but their follow through is severely lacking. And I feel like this person, again, they want you to fall into line. They want you to do what they want you to do. And it's not necessarily about you or about working together in the relationship, in the dynamic. This does feel like something you've been trying to walk away from for a while, but maybe you just haven't been able to do it successfully in the past. Now you have an open door. It's also saying that it is going to take strength. It's going to require strength that you do have the ability to overcome. But you gotta, you know, it's also like kind of dealing with some heavy things. I'm going to clarify this trauma right now for you, Leo. You're dealing with like heavy traumas in order to move through this. And this is the hardest part in the astrology right now, is we do have to kind of face our fears and say, okay, like regardless of how this pans out, I'm still going to give myself empowerment, courage, etc. to make something happen, even if it does hurt, even if it does expose a wound that I really don't want to expose. That's the type of courage that we need to have right now. Not everything is working out how we want it to be, right? At the same time, the learning lesson is acceptance. Acceptance, understanding, rejection is redirection. And one more. Okay. Rejection is redirection, and just kind of using that as a platform to work from, right? Like trying not to take things so personally right now, because that's really what's being affected is our ego and our emotions. The sun, moon, and the way that they're playing out or tensely aspected on more of those inner planets is really challenging us, right? We want things to be smooth and easy, and it hasn't been for a while. 2024 has kind of been a rough year. It's not been, well, I shouldn't say that because this is collective. It maybe is not the worst thing ever, but it's just struggle. There's constant uphill battles is what I'm seeing. And some of this trauma is places that people, situations have taken you for granted. I feel like that's a lot of what this tension is. Yes, maybe this person's situation is coming to you with hopes that you can rekindle something and trying to make everything happy and good, but you don't feel that way. You don't feel that way. You feel like someone has taken advantage of you, has been miserly with you, i.e. withholding, breadcrumbing, making you feel like a POS, and then they just pop up again and it's like, hey, it's all fine and good. The truth is in silence, 100%, especially if this person's situation has been ghosting you. This message is for you. Truth is not words. Truth is not appearance. Truth is not distractions. Truth is just within myself. So even if, someone is selling something to you this week, really take your time with it. I feel like they are provoking, picking at, pointing at, trauma wounding so that you do fall into line. And holding your ground is going to be the most important thing for you right now, Leo. If this person, like I was saying, has been ghosting you or penalizing you with silence, not giving you what you want, etc., this is something where that is where your truth lies. Your truth lies in how they act, how they behave, how they treat you, and not necessarily what their words are saying. 100%, I love this. I see the message behind the words. I look closer when listening to words. I look closer, and when listening to words, it makes me doubtful. There was always a message. Reading between the lines, right? Again, this person, as much as they might have the best intention, they are very emotional. I was born to discern the truth. Truth is nothing but knowing myself. Life purpose is just the present moment. When truth is present, I find meaning in my life. So when we know ourselves, when we know what makes us happy and comfortable, our boundaries, what we will give into, what we will put up with, that is where truth lies. And, again, people can say the most beautiful things, the most convincing arguments, etc., but are they going to put their money where their mouth is? And that's where, I feel like this hope is hope for you, hope for your future, hope for what you are pushing towards, these new beginnings that's in your environment, and not necessarily whatever this is on the sidelines. You feel like it's not trustworthy. It's not safe. There's something about this that really feels like you just don't want to go back there again. But like I said, be mindful, because it does look like this person or situation definitely has a hold on you, on your feelings. Protect your heart right now. Really take care of yourself over this next week. Self-love, self-care, invest into you, because you totally deserve it, Leo. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope that this reading helps. Sorry it was a little bleak. It's been that way across the collective. Definitely drop comments below if it resonates. I love to hear, or I love to just share in a little love, little TLC. Thank you for all the love and support you bring to the channel. I'm sending it back your way.